welcome to Let's Play Cars Meta National Championship, episode 16. And so, for this segment, we are now going to do our second road race in Ornament Valley, which is Inside the Turkey. Which is basically that thing over there, just to the left-hand side of Ornament Valley Airport. So, let's get on with this. But before we do that, there's something else I need to do, because apparently... Oh, hold on, that's not it. So, I know usually I would be prepared, of course, to try this on the champion difficulty, but ultimately, because of how I've come to absolutely hate this circuit, I'm gonna downgrade myself to the pro difficulty. Because of two reasons. One is because I absolutely hate the circuit, and two is because, well, I've had enough of just basically being slaughtered by the AI every time I try and overtake them, or try and pull off a passing maneuver. As in, like, they just literally have to try and kill me like they're pretty much holding ricochets. Anyways, so we're on the pro difficulty for this one race, and I'm hopeful in saying it will only be one race where I have to do this, even though there probably will be more, but anyways, let's do this shit, and hopefully this time we can have a lot more success compared to what we had previously. And also because personally, on the champion difficulty, I am seriously underpowered in terms of overall speed compared to the AI. And also because essentially I'm basically the pinball. Whereas these AI are more or less the machines themselves, just basically punting me left, right, centre, forwards and backwards. Alright, anyways. So we get 8 bolt banner points for first, 5 for second and 3 for third, and it says here we need to have 75 bolt banners in order to unlock stadium race number 2. And of course following this there is another road race which we'll need to do, but I'll get on with that later. Alright, so one thing I can clarify as well, I need to make pretty much 0 misjudgments if I'm going to win the race this time. Because this circuit will catch you out if you make even the slightest of misjudgments. That's exactly what it will do. Anyways, we have just 3 more bolt banners to claim. I actually did pretty good for my first attempt, considering I was having to consolidate with second position, but at the very least it does get easier once you've managed to secure some bolt banners, and then once you have done that, hopefully you will have a bit more of an easier shot of potentially winning the race. Because oddly enough, I've already pulled out to a 2-second lead very briefly. And the left-hand side clearly proving to be the beneficiary, and up to this point, of course, I've not made any misjudgments up to this point, but do believe me when I say this, because this circuit will catch you out if you make even the slightest of misjudgments. And the reason I know this, well, because I learned that the hard way. And I actually led heading through there. But again, I knew very well that if I was going to have any shot at winning this, I had to be cautious going through there. And even though the AI may have stronger stability around this course compared to what I have, ultimately I'm basically happy enough to say that This time, now that I've actually got some banners onto my resume from this event, it feels a whole lot easier now than it did on the first attempt. And well, I did of course have to downgrade this to the Pro difficulty just because, well, I hate the circuit and also because, well, personally, I just hate being punted and wrecked all the time. Which is more or less what was happening on this circuit before I made that decision. As in, like, it basically felt as though I was just being constantly extradited every time I was trying to win this race on the champion difficulty. But again, I can definitely say this feels a whole lot easier now than it did on the first attempt. And oddly enough, I'm actually learning to officially tiptoe my way around the circuit with precision. Which oddly enough is one thing I would not usually do for a circuit, but again, up to this point, because of how excruciating it's been to just literally try and get one lap around this very frustrating circuit without making even the most minor of mistakes. I would say that, coincidentally, and I think it's fair to say that my top speed is going to stay at 172. But I think, as far as this race is concerned, as long as I don't flinch this time like I have done on all my previous attempts, then hopefully I may be able to pull this off. Because let me tell you, this circuit is a bitch. If there's really any word to ultimately describe this circuit, it would have to be bitch. Because this circuit does not fuck around. Even with some of the most experienced racing gamers, it will catch you out if you make even the slightest of misjudgments. That's literally how unforgiving this circuit can be if you make even the most minor of mistakes. Believe me, I know. And on that second attempt, it was a hell of a lot easier.
Style, and oh yeah, first place. What more?
And somehow Luigi still rear-ends me once he crosses the line. Probably because the AI don't know how to slow down once they've seen the checkered flag. Anyways, there we go. I finally clinched victory on what I consider to be the most unforgiving circuit in the game by pretty much 4.35 seconds. Sorry, 1.45. No, wait, hold on. Correction. 4.38 seconds over Luigi. Philip finished in third. Sonny was fourth. And then at the back, nearly 20 seconds behind me was Yuri. But anyways, there we go. I win! And I also get another 3 Bolt Banner points. And in terms of our game progression, we are not far from reaching 50%. And also furthermore, we are only 3 away from hitting 100 Bolt Banners. Which is nice to see. And by the way, to anyone asking, no, I'm not going to do any more races on the professional difficulty. I'm gonna go back up to champion once I've finished this segment anyway. Although I suppose once you've done the race and got some bolt manners on the board, it basically gets easier for you to win as you trottle along. But anyways, there we go. That was Inside the Turkey. And next time, I think we shall be doing the second team relay race. And with that, stay tuned for more of the Meta National Championship.